Hey y'all, Elizabeth here, and I'm so excited. Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about going from overwhelmed to empowered, really stepping into the holidays with confidence, ease, and grace. I'm thrilled that you have joined me in this holiday season. And if it's not the holiday season, I'm just thrilled that you're here. This time of year, or anytime, can stir up a whirlwind of emotions, especially for those of us over the age of 40. We might be experiencing this lovely thing called menopause. Are you feeling lost in the holiday hustle, wondering where your identity, genuine self went? Are you drowning in holiday preparations, getting everybody where they need to go, making sure everything looks like it's supposed to, switching? Maybe you're switching your clothes out from your summer to winter. That's something I'm doing. And then experiencing family expectations, all while dealing with a hot flash, night sweat, mood swings, brain fog, frozen shoulder, weight gain, things that worked your whole life aren't working anymore. Welcome to 40. And that is normal, except normal isn't a real thing. Normal is just a setting on the washing machine. But that is what we go through in our 40s. You are not alone. As women navigating our 40s and beyond, we're often caught in this perfect storm of major life changes, perimenopausal surprises, and the pressure to be everything to everyone. So let me tell you, I have been there, done that, bought the t-shirt, then returned it because it's Amazon and who needs extra laundry anyways? If you don't know me or if you're new to me, so I'm Elizabeth. I'm 42 years old. I battled a severe eating, binge eating and bulimia from the time I was 18 until I was 27, where I had a miraculous spiritual experience that healed me from that, where I was told that I would have the rest of my life, which was not the truth. And that is one of those limiting beliefs society had told me. And that is another topic we will dive into in another video. Miracles happen. Your life can change in an instant. After that, I battled alcohol addiction. I've been through 2 divorces, which is crazy. My parents are still married. I come from a family where divorce doesn't happen. And not only have I been through one, but I've been through 2. And I learned not just to survive, but to thrive. And those experiences really helped me do a lot of healing and a lot of learning about who I really am and uncovering all of the layers that I had suppressed during those years of addiction. I found my way to my true self, and I've guided hundreds of women to do the same. So today I'm going to share with you 3 powerful strategies to help you reconnect with the real you and uncover your inner truth. First, we're going to talk about unmasking your holiday happiness hijackers. When I wrote that, was easier than saying it. Next, we're going to dive into some self-connection techniques. No yoga mat required, although totally recommend one. Absolutely. The last thing we're going to look at is finding your why, which is so important. Stick around for a special surprise announcement at the end that might just be the best Black Friday deal you've ever heard. Ready to change your identity crisis for some self-discovery? Let's do this. Here we go. Unmasking your holiday happiness hijackers. We all have sneaky saboteurs that keep us from living as our empowered selves, especially during the holidays. So let's call out some of the most common culprits. And we're not talking about other people, we're talking about within. First, hijacker, common culprit, would be the perfect host or hostess syndrome. You don't need to be Martha Stewart, thank the Lord, to embrace your core identity. Imperfect moments make the best memories. When I was 18, we went on a family, it was supposed to be this really awesome family sailing trip down around the Gulf, all around the end of Florida. My parents were getting their captain's licenses. I was in my freshman year of college before I got sick with my eating disorder, which makes it a special memory. It ended up being the coldest, the most stormy that it had been in like 50 years. And this was in the year 2000. It was over New Year's. And all I wanted to be doing was partying with my friends back at college. They were all together. And I was stuck in this boat in high seas, in terrible storms with my family. I loved my family, but everyone was seasick. The captain was a complete jerkface Jones. Today, it is so comical how awful that vacation was. But in the moment, it was rough, to say the least. But you don't have to have everything perfect. Those imperfect moments make great memories. The next thing that might pop up would be family friction fear. This time of year, we're around a lot of family that we might not normally be around, whether it's your grandmother, your mother in law, your aunt, your cousin, your mother, your father, your sister, whoever. Somebody is probably going to say something that's going to rub you the wrong way. And I want you some sort of like comment about your life's choices. Listen to my story. Do you think I've had some comments or what? Remember, you are the author of your story, not a secondary character in someone else's. And this is one of the most powerful lessons. I actually have a healing that I did on this in my healing library and my healing group, all about main character energy. This was a concept introduced to me by the Reiki healer I work with. You are the main character of your life. You're not a sidekick. You're not the best friend. You get to write your story with God. You were put here and created for a very specific reason to accomplish specific things. And so it takes time, it takes work, it takes some journaling, it takes not spinning your plates all the time to figure out exactly what it is that you want to do to be that main character. The next thing that might pop up is comparing yourself to other, usually family members, but it doesn't have to be family members. It could be cousins, friends, somebody else's marriage that you're jealous of, somebody else's job, somebody else's income. But the truth of the matter is, you never know what's happening behind closed doors. Everybody tries to put their best face forward, whether it's in person or on social media. So remember, those are the highlight reels, not the behind the scenes realities. So stop comparing your inside to other people's outsides. That is a huge lesson that I have learned and has really helped me get through so much along the way. So the next thing that might trip you up is a little perimenopause party crasher, whether it's hot flashes, mood swings, fatigue, brain fog. These don't take the holidays off. They don't care that it's the middle of Thanksgiving dinner and you're sitting there trying to impress your in-laws. But you know what? Neither does your inner strength. You have got this. You have just got to be prepared for when these situations come on. And so that is something that we're going to dive into a little bit more in this video. Now we are going to some solutions. Let's get out of the problem. So some self-connection techniques. Let's talk about reconnecting with your true essence, even in the midst of holiday chaos. Gratitude. Before any holiday event, but really, if you're dealing with perimenopausal weight gain, this is a really amazing tool to do before your meals. What I want you to do is take a moment, quiet moment. If you have to lock yourself in the bathroom with a scrap of paper and a pen, do it. I want you to write down 3 things that you're grateful for about yourself, not your roles that you play, not that you're grateful for your family. I want you to write what you're grateful for about you internally. Are you proud of yourself for going for that run this morning? Are you so grateful that you shaved your legs in the shower, that you really took care of yourself? Are you proud of yourself for being kind, even through somebody's ugly comment? Are you proud of yourself for holding true to your values? Because when we're grateful, it raises our vibration. It puts us in the mood of gratitude, which calls in more things to be grateful for. It also calms our nervous system down and will keep you from overeating or eating to fill a hole or to not feel. Because so this is a random fact that I learned in eating disorder rehab, which I went to 3 times. When you're eating and digesting, you actually cannot feel your emotions. So that is why so many people eat numb. Even if you're not aware that's what you're doing, that can be a thing. So just if you go in, gratitude before a meal, write down 3 things that you're grateful for about your honest self, that is going to help you in so many ways. The next solution we're getting into is a little timer meditation. Set a timer for 5, 10, 15 minutes, whatever you have. I want you to work up to 15 minutes, but if you got to start with 5, do a quick mindfulness check in. How are you feeling? What does your whole body need right now? I'm talking physically, emotionally, spiritually, mentally. Where are you lacking? What do you need? Do you need to exercise? Do you need to meditate? Do you need to take a nap? Do you need to connect with a friend? Do you need to cry? Do you need to laugh? Do you need to sing? Do you need to dance? What do you need? I just want you to take 15 minutes and really check in, figure out what it is that you need, how you're feeling, and then figure out a way to get that into your day. This will really change the game for you. So, the next solution is post meal solo strolls. You can do this with a friend or a partner, but it's not going to have the same effect. I want you to take a quick stroll, or you can take the dog. I want you to really let your mind wander because there's something about being outside, being in nature after a meal. It really helps your food to move down, to digest. rather than going and sitting on the sofa or hopping into something else where you're go, like that can really create like like a contracting energy. Whereas walking is going to really create expansion and allow for that digestion to happen so you can get all the nutrients from your food and not store it as fat. Let your mind wander, see what insights come up about your genuine identity when you're not focused on pleasing others. Thinking about yourself. And it's not selfish because just like on an airplane, when they say when the masks fall down, put the mask on yourself first. If you are passed out, you're no good to anyone. But if you take care of yourself first, then you are free to help and serve others. The last solution we're going to dive into today is the bedtime body scan. So before sleep, I want you to have a nighttime routine. For me, I have been an esthetician for 16 years. That involves a good nighttime skincare, self-care routine. And then, of course, brushing my teeth, taking out my contacts, all those things. And I do that quietly. That is my time to really connect with myself, touching my face, being grateful for my eyes, grateful for my mouth, for my nose to smell, really just connecting. And it puts me in this bedtime routine. Once I get in bed, I get so excited. I love going to bed. I lay there. I want you to mentally scan your body. Start at your toes and go up to your head with deep breathing. Notice where you're holding any tension. Can you release it with a deep breath? So breathing into where that tension is, and then breathing it out, letting it go. And then on the next breath, breathe in confident, tension out, confidence in, go through your whole body. And by the time you get to the top of your head, I bet you are about to fall asleep and have a wonderful night's sleep. The last thing we're going to dive into in this video is finding your why. Discovering your true self is not about these huge, grand revelations. It can be, but it's really about tuning in to what lights up your inner confidence. First, we're going to talk about going into a values inventory. What principles guide your life? What are your values? Is it love? Is it kindness? Is it creativity? Is it adventure? Your values are your internal compass to the real you. This is a great journal prompt. If you don't know off the top of your head what your values are, that is okay. Dive into that and see what is most important to you. The next thing, passion project brainstorm. If you had a whole day to yourself, no budget, no limitations, anything in the world, what would you do? And if you are so tired right now that all you can think is, I would sleep, then you get to have 2 days. The first day, I'll let you sleep. And I'm even going to put you up in a fancy hotel all by yourself, soft sheets, one of those heavenly beds, and this beautiful down comforter. And it's just you. And I want you to sleep all day. Okay. Order room service. Go to the gym there, take a walk outside. And now, day 2, what would you do? Would you get on a private jet and go to Paris and see the Eiffel Tower? Would you go to Ireland and see the greenery? Would you go somewhere tropical, lay on the beach and swim in the beautiful water? Would you do something adventurous? Would you go to New York and go shopping in the high-end stores because you have no budget? I would like love to jet set around, go shopping in Charleston, and see some of my girlfriends from boarding school that are my closest friends. Then spend the next part of the day, because I have a private jet setting down to West Palm Beach where the water is beautiful, spending the day on the beach, going out on the e-foil and using my body, exercising, and having so much fun. That sounds like an amazing day to me. So, what does yours look like? Whatever that is going to give you clues to what fulfills your true essence. The next thing that we're going to talk about, your why, is strength spotting. What compliments do you often receive? Usually ones that you think, what? Everybody does that. These are natural talents that often align with your core identity. And so many times they come so natural to us that we don't realize that not everybody has those talents and abilities. For me, I'm a very laid back, go with the flow kind of person. I have zero type A. I have a lack of organization skills. These are things I'm aware of, and I wouldn't say I'm working on them. I definitely do things that I don't want to do, but I need somebody to help me organize. I'm good at keeping things where they need to go once they have a place, but I'm not good at the initial organization and structure. Just getting in touch with what your strengths are will give you insight to your core identity. And then where your weaknesses are, you can call in help. So the last holiday why is we're going to have another dream day visualization because we are talking about the holidays here. So if you could design your perfect holiday, what would that look like? Because this is going to guide you towards your empowered self. So it's not being intimidated by your cousin and their fancy job or bank account or marriage or perfect kids or whatever. It's not being intimidated when somebody says something that comes out of left field. If you could design your perfect holiday, what would that look like? That's another really great journal prompt because when you write it, you can create it. Remember, this is a journey of self discovery and it is unique as your fingerprint. There's no one size fits all roadmap to finding your genuine identity and purpose. So I want you to be patient and really important. I want you to celebrate every tiny victory and know that every step forward is progress because we are all about progress, not perfection. Thank the Lord. Even if it's just choosing an outfit every day that makes you feel fabulous. For those of you that are interested in diving deeper with me, I do have a program on holiday Black Friday special, Becoming Your Beautiful Authentic Self. And we dive so much deeper into these concepts, providing you with personal guidance and support every step of the way. I hope these insights give you a starting point for your journey to your true self. You are worthy, you are capable, and your inner truth is waiting to shine brighter than any Black Friday deal. Let's embrace this journey, shall we? I hope these strategies have given you a taste of what's possible when you start reconnecting with your genuine identity. If you're interested in either of my groups, my Reiki healing group, or diving more into becoming your beautiful, authentic self, leave a comment. Let me know your biggest takeaway from this, if this was helpful at all. And thank you. Don't forget to hit subscribe. This is going to be such a fun channel filled with information, blogs, just beauty tips, self-care, health, wellness, weight loss. There's so many things that are coming. I can't wait for you to join me. Thank you for joining me today. I love you so much. I'll see you next time.